G'day guys, Ninja. I've got Darcy on the table again today.
G'day.
Darcy's got a little bit of a sore neck, shoulder kind of region, so it's not too bad, but we want to treat it before it develops into something a bit more sinister with a bit more stress and tension going through, everyday life. So let's get into it, man.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
So I'm just going to start going through the shoulder blade and just hitting it. So right from the start, Darcy's feeling that.
Yeah, feels good.
Got to connect in and then wait on the body for a bit. Let it kind of register that I'm not here threatening you, I'm here to help.
Yeah.
So we don't want that flight or fight response happening.
Yeah.
So that's what can happen when you go too deep too soon. You can kind of damage the tissue because you've been too aggressive, and we want to melt it rather than blast it. So that's the key. So it's a really different sensation. When you're receiving this kind of treatment, you kind of registers as being therapeutic. You kind of know it's good. It's for the greater good. You can feel that it's going to release things off, melt things down, get things to be able to heal. So that's what we're doing. So we're slowly moving now. There's a couple of little jump things going on there. You can see it sort of pulsing in that a bit. You can pick that up, Leo. So it means I'm kind of unraveling a bit of tissue that's tense in spasm.
Yeah.
Can you feel that, Darcy?
Oh, I could feel that, man.
Yeah.
Feels really good.
Yeah. It's such a simple stroke to be able to deliver, but the results are profound. So a lot of times you don't have to be doing really fancy things. Whoa, got kicked out a little bit there.
Yeah.
You just got to do the things that are needed,
Yeah.
So and the body tells you what's needed, because if there's pain there, if there's tightness, adhesions and different things like that in the body, it's giving you a bit of a indication that it's not happy, not flowing. It's it needs some help to restore itself. So
yeah, it's simplicity over complexity, man, isn't it? Like, You've been doing this this stroke for over 20 years, but it's still effective. It's like you haven't gone away from this. It's still like one of the first things you teach to our mentorship, to the practitioners that are wanting to learn the art of MMT's processes and application of our treatment. It's still right up there, isn't it? And it's needed. It's necessary.
Yeah,
feels good.
And when you're a practitioner, doing our stuff, you'll do this every day.
Yeah.
Quite often you might have a day where you do it every single person because they're stressed.
Yeah.
They've come in with tension, and this is what unravels it for people. So just the daily grind, just living. We've all got stuff come bombarding us every day, just trying to survive, get through life, so the stresses and tension and things are there. So if you can kind of develop a good relationship with your practitioner, you can kind of have that under control. You don't let it get to the point where you got a sledgehammer hitting you, so to speak. So we want to avoid that chronic pain. Or if you do have chronic pain, this is the remedy, but it's also the remedy to stop yourself from getting into that chronic state where it's just sort of stuck and you're in a cycle type of thing. You need to break that cycle, and this is a good circuit breaker. So it's going to come out there.
Wow, that was so intense.
You kind of see the redness in there. So just this particular area here. So I might kind of do a bit of a scoop in here so I can feel for where the shoulder blade is, and just camp there for a little bit. Just wait on that. That's a good spot.
Yep.
Just there.
It's all pretty angry in there, so it's all feeling really good.
Yeah.
But I'm just getting an even better understanding of how close to that bone you are, and on top of it with those first two strokes, it just feels very very good, safe.
Yeah. So I think that's the importance of getting treatments, isn't it? You kind of get reminded, you know, if even body work that's not effective, you're kind of learning, you know, what could you do when you're a practitioner. You know, this is the practitioner mindset. You kind of think, well, if they had to slow down, they had to been a bit closer to this or that, or, you know, paid attention to this, or like, did they feel this thing coming up? Because when you're receiving it, you can kind of, you know your own body, you can sense where the pain, when pain's coming up, you know, because you've been living in your body and like your awareness is just heightened so much when you actually receive. So you kind of can just feel different things coming up and you know where you want people to go when you're kind of getting treatment done. So if people are, the practitioner is delivering what you're kind of thinking in your mind, I want them to go, keep on going through that region or go back to the tendon or whatever it might be, you kind of know if they're kind of tuned in and tuned into you and in the being present. So
yeah, that's a good spot there. That's relative.
So yeah, just got to wait on that till it start to back off. And we want to slowly encourage it out of where it's been jammed in. So a lot of times it's just little angle changes that help hit it more flush. Like that. Then I'll just change my angle and then I'll encourage it away from where it's jammed in. Like that. So yeah, it's tuning into what you're feeling beneath the skin there. And then just chasing the solidness, really.
Yeah, I could feel that as you were talking about what was going on in my mind. I could picture it, and it actually gave me this sensation of what's really going on deeper to the layers of the treatment, and actually helped it to relax and let go.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm in this like little Zen state in my my mind. It's cool. Yeah. It's not overbearing.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be super, overwhelmingly painful to get effective treatment, does it? Like sometimes it's just slow and holding and tuned in, that gets the job done.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit of a knot just there.
Yeah.
So I'll come back to here again. Yeah, this seems like the region where Darcy really needs a bit of love.
Oh, yeah.
And just on like that point Darcy said then, like we kind of think that, or we know that your conversation can be just as much a part of the process, the treatment, as the actual tactile therapy.
Yeah.
And and there's sort of realizations you have in your mind. So like Darcy might have gone back to a time when the trauma was created, whether that trauma was physical or, emotional kind of pain or trauma that it's laid in here, so you kind of can go into that time and process it, with a less emotional kind of view on it.
Yeah.
When emotion is high, intelligence is low. So that's the beauty of having a bit of time or having tools that can process things. You can kind of put things into perspective, because nothing is purely good, nothing is purely bad or positive or negative, all those different contrasting kind of things. There's grey. It's grey. There's a touch of both in everything.
Yeah.
And once you can see that, then that emotion isn't there anymore. It's balanced.
Yeah.
The emotional charge is balanced. It's washed out, squashed, and then you're just not carrying that, thing around with you anymore.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of times our emotional stuff that we don't kind of get through. We're kind of a victim to our emotional state. The thing that we perceive has happened to us, and it's the reason why we haven't done this or that, or whatever it might be. Or we can have infatuation as well, which can be making us blind to downsides of something, and we can be blind to what might be around the corner because we haven't safeguarded ourselves against things. So yeah, it's important to have a process where you can balance your emotions, and having a good body worker can be a way to get that done. It's not the conventional way, because a lot of times talk therapy can just reinforce the event, the trauma. So you're kind of building it rather than getting it to dissolve, So yeah, so you don't want to build it, you want to actually process it, to digest it. That's what digesting is all about. You kind of take the goodness and let go of the shit.
Yeah.
So that's essentially what's happening when we eat food, or breathe air, or do exercise. We want to build up our tendons and our muscles and our bones from moving, but there's always waste with everything. So there's always waste with exercise. We need to kind of clear that out, so to get the most benefit from doing the work. Anyway.
Oh, it feels so good. I love the chat, man. I
won't call it.
just learning some stuff there.
Yeah. So that's it. John DeMartini is a big figure in our lives, especially the top 4 or 6 here at MMT. We kind of really love his work. We constantly try and do his work to balance our emotions and figure out who we are. We're doing his values determination process. We encourage everybody that is mentored by us and even watches our videos to kind of look at his stuff and not be the victim of your history, be the master of your destiny. He's a little line and he's got, and everything is always trying to regulate. Like he says stuff like, when we're hot, we sweat. When we're cold, we shiver. And it's the same with our mind's always trying to bring things into balance. But if we kind of condition to block that out, the balancing out, we never kind of fully get through it. We never kind of regulate our mind.
Yeah.
Our body's always trying to regulate, our mind's trying to do it too. So it's having the tools to be able to sweat when you're hot.
And probably don't distract yourself with too many things that are on the outside, if it's Instagram, if it's TikTok, if it's drugs, if it's alcohol, if it's porn, if it's vaping, these little tiny dopamine rushes that are instantly giving you gratitude doesn't allow your mind to actually process things and figure out that you are on a journey and that it's all happening for a reason, and your body's regulating, those emotions. You can't stop hiding behind it by just vaping or drinking piss or whatever it is, it's a good thing to actually put those aside, let things come in, process them, figure it out. It'll take days, it'll take weeks, it might take months, it might take years. We're all on a journey, and we're all trying to live the best and the most optimal we can. So
it's just encouraging us to evolve.
Encourage us to evolve.
Yeah, that's a little line I got from Paul Check. It says, "Pain is an invitation to evolve." So if we want to evolve and be more mature, or we can stay juvenile too. Juvenile is doing the same behaviour or avoiding things rather than confronting things that need to be done. That's what keeps us sane.
Yeah.
So it's like an invitation there. So the choice is ours.
Yeah.
Repeat or evolve.
Repeat or evolve. You're almost ignorant to it as well. If you're not, if you know that things aren't good for you or serving you, they're but you're still fucking eating Maccas for brekkie every morning or whatever it is. It's almost a key of ignorance. So be less ignorant and start to do the things that you know are good for you and practice them, because saying them isn't doing them. And walk the walk sings true when you are actually in your best flow state. You are doing what you say you are doing, is becoming authentic, and you're not bullshitting yourself, because bullshitters only fucking bullshit themselves.
It's becoming more conscious, isn't it, about what you're doing and how how you're affecting others, how it's affecting you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's there. It's
there
there for you to explore.
I love this treatment. I got more.
He wanted to keep it going,
I wanted
didn't
it
he?
to keep it going. I could feel that he wanted to wrap it up, and I was like, no, there's more in there. Get in there. I'll chat. I'll give you some. I'll give you something to talk about here.
Gave us some gold, didn't you, mate? Gold.
Oh, it's great.
Darcy, philosopher.
No,
who would have thought? He's a philosopher.
It's this place, guys. Immerse yourself. Get on board. Have a look at our mentorship. You'll learn some stuff, and it's just a cool community to be a part of, and with like-minded people that are, only trying to live their best life and be involved with health and fitness and psychologically sound. We're trying to help others in the world as well, which is something that's rewarding and it's cool.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Done. Thank you. Done.